Assalamu alaikum, everyone, and a very warm welcome. In this journey we call life, we all hit those moments, right? The ones that really test our limits. So today, we're going to dive into a timeless source of strength, some really profound stories from the Quran that teach us about the incredible power of patience.
I mean, it's a question we all ask ourselves, isn't it? When things get tough and you feel totally overwhelmed, where do you even begin to look for strength? Well, the passage we're exploring today gives us this beautiful, clear answer. It shows us a path, not around hardship, but straight through it.
All right, let's jump right in with our first story. It's about the Prophet Ayyub, who you might also know as Job. In our tradition, he is like the ultimate example, the absolute symbol of patience when facing suffering that's just unimaginable. Just listen to this prayer. Think about it. After losing everything, he doesn't complain. He doesn't ask, why me? He just states his situation, plain and simple. Adversity has touched me. And then, in the very next breath, he confirms his faith in God's mercy. Wow. That is just an incredible display of humility and complete trust. And to really, truly get how amazing his response was, you have to understand the scale of this test. I mean, we are talking about a total wipeout. Everything a person could possibly hold dear, gone. His wealth? Vanished. His health? Gone. Even his family. And yet, through all of that, his faith didn't even waver.
So here's the key takeaway. This story really defines for us what sabr, or patience, truly is. It's not just about, gritting your teeth and pushing through. No, it's an active thing. It's the act of turning to God with total faith, especially when things are at their absolute worst. His story is the perfect example of how divine mercy is really our ultimate refuge.
And what's really interesting is that Ayyub's story isn't a one-off. The Quran actually places it within a bigger picture, a larger pattern. It's like this common thread of perseverance that you see running through the lives of so many prophets.
So right there in the same passage, we see other prophets mentioned by name: Ismail, Idris, and Dhul-Kifl. They're all grouped together, basically under this banner of the patient ones. And that's no accident. It's done on purpose to hammer home just how crucial this virtue is. It's a real cornerstone of faith. And this is just a brilliant way of showing us the core lesson, right? Their individual tests, they were all different. But the quality they needed to pass that test, it was exactly the same: patience. The text is basically telling us, hey, you need to redefine what you think success is. It's not about having an easy, problem-free life. Real success is about how steadfast you are, your integrity, when you're faced with those problems. Okay, so this brings up the big question, right? Why? Why is patience so important? What's the payoff for having this kind of deep, unshakable faith? Well, the very next verses give us a beautiful and super direct answer. And boom, here it is, the ultimate reward. It wasn't getting all his stuff back, although that did happen for Ayyub. Nope. The real prize was being admitted into our mercy. This is something else entirely. It's a spiritual promotion, a closeness to God that you earn through your righteous response. So you can almost see it like a formula, a kind of spiritual logic laid out right in front of us. Step 1, a divine trial, a test. Step 2, our response, which hopefully is one of patience and faith. And step 3, that patient response unlocks the final piece, divine mercy, and the reward of being counted among the righteous. It's a really clear and powerful path. All right, let's zoom out and pull all these threads together. What's the big picture here? What's the main idea all these stories are building towards? It's all about a massive reevaluation of what we consider a successful life. Just think about this for a second. Our world, our society, it's constantly telling us that success is all about external stuff, right? How easy your life is, how much money you have, what your status is. But this passage just flips that completely on its head. It offers a totally different way to measure success. Here, success is about what's on the inside. Your steadfastness when things get hard, your faith when you feel like you have nothing left, and an integrity that just won't break. That is what true success looks like. And so you see how this ancient wisdom just circles right back around to us, right here, right now. It leaves us with a really important question to think about. In our own lives, with our own challenges, the big ones and the small ones, what does true strength actually look like? Maybe, just maybe,
It's less about trying to avoid the storm and a whole lot more about learning how to turn to God with a patient, trusting heart, right in the middle of it.